Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. On today's menu is what we call in Bengali as Aloo Phulkopir Tarkari, where Phulkopi is cauliflower, aloo is potato, and Tarkari is a curry. Now there are innumerable ways in which a cauliflower curry can be made, and I have a whole playlist on different type of cauliflower curries. And today this is another way how I make a cauliflower curry. Though I have used potatoes, you can leave them out. Before starting anything, I will make a spice paste. In a bowl, I added sweet paprika for the color. Though it is totally unconventional to use sweet paprika, but I like its color without the heat. And it is totally optional. Then a teaspoon of Kashmiri chilli powder. When it comes to any chilli powder, I would always advise you to start with less than the stated proportion in the recipe. You can always add more if required at the end. Then I added a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of ground cumin, that is jeera powder, and half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. Next, a tablespoon each of finely grated ginger and garlic goes in, along with a fourth of a cup of water. Mix everything and your spice paste is ready. I've taken 2 tablespoons of oil which is heating up on medium heat. I added an eighth of a teaspoon of turmeric powder to the oil and immediately added the potatoes. Now you need to fry the potatoes on medium heat till they develop a brown color around them. I've taken small to medium sized potatoes which I just cut into halves. You can also use larger potatoes, but try not to cut them too small. Keep stirring them very frequently. Now I was focusing more on my camera, so one of the potatoes got more browned up than the others, which is okay, but that is like an example of what may happen if you are unmindful like me. Take them out into a bowl after they get nicely browned up. Next, in this oil, I added cauliflower. I've cut into large florets near to the size of the potatoes. Fry the cauliflower on medium heat till they get this beautiful golden brown color around them. Then take them out into another bowl. I added some more oil to the pot on medium heat. Add a dry bay leaf and 2 dry red chillies. If you want a milder curry, add just 1 dry red chilli. Then from the jewel box of my kitchen, today I will be choosing my favorite Bengali 5 spices, that is panch phoron. Panch phoron is made up of 5 aromatic seeds which makes any vegetable curry so flavorful. If you haven't tried it yet, then please check out my video on it. Link in the description box below the video. Give a stir for 2 to 3 seconds because when any seeds sizzle in the oil, that's when they release their flavors in the oil, and you are literally cooking with that aromatic oil. But make sure that the seeds don't burn. I added sliced onions along with a pinch of salt so that the onions soften faster. Fry the onions on medium heat till they become pale and soft. You do not need to brown them up too much. When the onions reach this stage, the spice paste goes in to paint up the dish. I added a splash of water to rinse out my spice bowl. Now fry on low heat for about 5 minutes. Give a little stir, add a splash of hot water so that the masala doesn't burn. At this stage, I added a teaspoon of sugar, which is totally optional. But that little bit of sugar won't turn the dish into a cauliflower dessert. That touch of sugar in this huge pot of curry is just to bring in a balance to the flavors. I again added a splash of water, and this is how you need to fry the masala for 5 minutes, and that splash of water prevents the spices from getting burnt. And I did all this on low heat. After 5 minutes, I added half a cup of hot water, and then mixed potato enters the pan. Stir the potatoes on medium-low heat for another 3 to 4 minutes. And tell me one thing, doesn't the potatoes look gorgeous? After that, the fried cauliflower dives in to join the party. Add salt and a teaspoon of garam masala powder along with a teaspoon of dried fenugreek leaves, that is kasuri methi. Kasuri methi brings in a nice flavor, but if you do not get it, just leave it out. It will still be delicious. If you use panch phoron, you really won't be disappointed. Add about 2 cups of hot water. Then sliced tomatoes go in. Partially cover the pan and let it simmer away on medium-low heat till the potatoes and tomatoes turn soft. I really cannot specify the exact time here, but what I can say is that check after 8 to 10 minutes. I use a small paring knife and poke into a potato and cauliflower to check whether they have turned soft. If not, cover again for a few minutes. You can break 1 or 2 potatoes to bring in a thickness to the gravy. And here I chose to break that one potato that betrayed me in the beginning. Though it was my mistake, I should admit that. The cauliflower should turn soft, but do not wait to the point when it turns all mushy-dushy. I added 1/4 cup of frozen green peas along with some chopped coriander leaves. If you do not like coriander leaves, that is cilantro, you can add any herb of your choice or just leave it out. Do a taste test, and this is the time when you can add more chili powder if you want more heat, or add more salt if you feel it is required. My friends, always do a taste test at the end and adjust the seasonings. This goes very well with hot steamed rice or roti. One thing I must say, that Indian cuisine takes any bland vegetable to that ultimate level of yumminess. If you are serving this to kids, just leave out the chili powder, and you never know, they may start loving cauliflower. Please send me your feedback after trying this recipe. Bye bye.